everybody. This is Regina Roberti with Life Transformation Solutions, and I am a certified health coach. My practice is currently focused on sleep management and helping people who struggle with sleep issues find sleep again. So what I've been doing for the last couple of years is I've been helping people who have been struggling to sleep for a very long time find sleep quickly and find it without medications. Now, my clients have been having a hard time sleeping for a variety of reasons. And the types of sleep disruptions have been different than each other. So, they're similar in the ways that they're struggling with sleeping, but they some can't fall asleep at all, or it takes them hours to get there. Others fall asleep just fine, but some reason or another, they are waking in the middle of the night. When they wake up, they can't fall back to sleep. Their brain starts to run. Others are falling asleep, but they're waking up multiple times during the night, which is very disruptive to their sleep cycles, for them to wake up feeling rested and feeling like they can tackle the world. And so there are a lot of different reasons why this is going on. But what I have noticed in life in general is that life is heavy stress right now. And, people are looking for different ways to manage that stress. And managing heavy stress can be really challenging because it feels like there are a lot of things that are out of your control. And you feel like you're stuck in your situation, you can't find a way out. And so you believe that there's only one thing to do, and that's just to kind of push through and deal with it. And so 10 top ways to manage stress will probably be helpful for you. And I am going to have this available for you on my YouTube channel, just in case you don't get to see all of it in my clips online. It'll all be in one place. So this is going to be a tough pill to swallow because a lot of people think that, this is really hard to do. Practicing acceptance, right? Accept that there are some things that you cannot control or change in your life. If you feel like you are stuck in your situation, overthinking that scenario, that problem, that experience is not going to help you. It's going to create much more anxiety around it than necessary. One thing that I hear a lot with clients and with people who have been dealing with insomnia for a long time is that they really can't get past the fact that they're not sleeping. And they're hyper-focused on the fact that they're not sleeping. But what happens when we pay attention to something like that, kind of obsessively, is that it becomes a monster in our lives. So looking at the situation and accepting the way that it is currently, knowing that it is not a permanent problem, that it is just temporary, even if it's a little bit longer than you'd like to experience it, is going to help, because your mindset is everything. And looking for different options, different ways to adapt to this problem is going to help make you feel more in control of what's going on in your life. So I know that one's hard because a lot of people will say, I can't control my life, and what am I supposed to do? Just, pretend like it doesn't exist. And, don't pretend that it doesn't exist. Just try to focus on things that you can control. Try to manage those things to the best of your ability. And, accept that it is what it is right now, but it doesn't always have to be this way. And even though you believe that you've tried everything, there's always something else coming up out there that you're going to be exposed to that just might be the thing to help you. So that's number one. Number two, if you are somebody that doesn't really believe in meditation or deep breathing, a lot of the times, shallow breathing is a type of breathing that creates a internal panic, because if we were back in the days when we were running from animals to, make sure that we survived, if a tiger was chasing us, or if a lion was chasing us, or a mountain lion was chasing us, we would have to breathe quickly and almost like a panic type of breath in order to get away, because when you're running, those quick short breaths are what power you through, right? But those short breaths are what's creating a lack of oxygen in your body. So deep breathing and relaxation techniques are really important to get your body out of that fight or flight into a calmer state. And if you do exercises or techniques like meditation, yoga, progressive muscle relaxation, square breathing, if you haven't heard of these things, look them up on YouTube. If you tried them, then great. If you're not practicing them, reconsider adding that back into your life if you can, because these types of relaxation techniques are going to help calm your mind and reduce your stress levels in those times when you're feeling the most desperate, the most despair. So if you can help yourself get to that point where you are calming yourself down, you're telling yourself you're okay, you're allowing yourself to believe that, regardless of what's going on externally of you, you can be calm internally, then that is a wonderful thing, and that will help you a lot. So number three, physical exercise, physical fitness. If you are not going outside or going to the gym, or even in your own home, spending somewhere between 30 minutes and 40 minutes getting some nice rigorous exercise, preferably in the first half of the day, you're not getting that stress out of your body. That stress that you're holding in is staying in, and it needs to be released somehow. There has to be some kind of outlet for you. So making sure that you are moving, even if it's just a brisk walk down your road and back for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's better than sitting in your house, not getting fresh air, not getting that sunlight that your skin needs, that your eyes need, to get that boost of energy and release those calming hormones that help eliminate those stress hormones, that help flip them upside down so that you can feel good. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. So if you're sitting, you're not getting that dopamine hit, you're not getting those endorphins. And when your dopamine goes down, your serotonin goes up. And so there's all of these different things happening within the body when you're not getting enough physical exercise, physical fitness, when you're not working, moving, sweating. Our bodies are meant to move. We're not meant to sit still. We're not meant to sit and just kind of allow the stress to pile up on us. We need things to distract our mind. We need to improve our overall well-being, and a lot of the times that is done through movement. Our body wants to move, it does not want to be still. So that can help a lot with feeling anxiety, feeling depressed. I know that after I had my second kid, I was home. I didn't have a car at the time. And I did have a double stroller though, and fortunately where we lived, we were really close to a lot of different things, one including a park for the kids. It was a good 10 to 15-minute walk on any given day. So I would just put my kids in the stroller and I would walk every day. That is what kept me from going over the edge, because I had postpartum depression. And right before I started to do that for myself, get that sun, get that fresh air right by the beach, I was really lucky to where I was. I was also in postpartum psychosis, which was really scary. So I wasn't sleeping. I felt like a caged animal in my home, kind of stuck there with the kids, not being able to go anywhere or do anything. And so that brisk walk outside in the sunlight with the fresh air, that 10 to 15-minute walk one way, 10 to 15-minute walk back, pushing those kids was, I have to be honest, it's what saved my life. So physical exercise is very, very important to help with stress management. So number 4, I want you to connect with supportive people. A lot of times we are stuck in our own situation, in our own mind, and we are on this cycle, this loop of thought that we can't break out of. And if we don't spend time with other people to stop cycling those thoughts that we get stuck in, those loops that we get stuck in, talking to family, talking to support groups, finding somebody that, doesn't judge you, doesn't, take what you're telling them and use it against you. You need to find really supportive, loving, caring people in your life. Um, Somebody who understands you, somebody who understands and supports what you're going through, and that you trust enough to take their advice, and they can help alleviate stress and provide some kind of emotional relief for you. Because when you're alone, you feel like you're alone. When you keep yourself away from people outside of you and you stay stuck in a cocoon in your home, you're never going to get better. You need to get out there. You need to connect with people. We are social beings as humans. We need that support with people. It's very important to connect with people who can help bring you out of your state of negative looping thoughts. All right, so the 5th one here is time management. So I would urge you to take a inventory of your life and what is going on, what you can control and what you can't control. I want you to look at your schedule, and I want you to prioritize your tasks and create a schedule to manage your time effectively. Because if you are not managing your time, you're all over the place, there's a lot of disorganization, your mind cannot focus. If you feel like there are too many things going on at the same time and life is just daunting, you can't focus on one thing at a time, you're constantly pulled in multiple directions, breaking up those tasks into smaller, manageable parts can help you reduce stress and give you a sense of accomplishment in life. We need that dopamine hit from getting things done. If we make lists for ourselves, we check those lists off, we feel really great, we feel accomplished, we feel like, something is going right in our world. And so our human brains need that sense of accomplishment to feel like we are organized, we are, able to manage our lives efficiently rather than feeling overwhelmed. We tend to procrastinate, we tend to put things off, and then we get frustrated and we get more anxiety when those things start to pile up and we feel like we can't manage our lives. So that's really important to create some kind of time management in your life so that you don't feel like life is just kind of caving in on you. Number 6, engage in relaxing activities. So finding activities that help you unwind and relax, like reading, listening to music, dancing, take a bath, find some kind of hobby. I have a client who is always saying, like, I'm alone here, I don't know what to do with myself. Look online, look in your local area, find out what kind of great things there are to do. There's always some kind of painting class, social thing that you can do. There's beach yoga. Here in Florida, that's abundant. They have lots of storefronts that are in the energy realm. I used to every Wednesday night go to a Reiki circle, and for me, that was so therapeutic. I got to be around a lot of people. I have my Reiki certifications, and so I was able to give and I was also able to receive. It just felt like a wonderful thing. I had a sense of purpose. I felt like I was useful. And it was really, really important for me to go out and engage in different activities with people that I knew. Going, it doesn't have to be, if you're not a drinker, which I highly advise not to do in life because it really dampens your ability to be productive when you're not feeling well after drinking a lot, plus your body doesn't really like alcohol. I want you to find some activities locally that you can do and feel really good about. I guess some of those suggestions can also go with connecting with supportive people. So, that's just some suggestions that I have. Number 7, take care of your physical health. So not just exercising is important, but ensuring you're getting a maintained, balanced diet, healthy diet. Eat as clean as you can, eliminate processed foods, stay hydrated. Taking care of your physical health can improve your resilience to stress. And so when, things aren't going well, but your body is feeling good, you're more than likely to get past those stressful things and be a little bit more adaptive and resilient to what's going on around you. Number 8, I want you to consider that maybe some boundaries are in order. Learn to say no when necessary, both to people that you work with, bosses, coworkers, to your kids, to your partners, to your friends, to your family. Establish healthy boundaries. Overcommitting yourself to too many things leads to increased stress levels. Putting yourself first is not selfish. Prioritizing your well-being and learning to delegate tasks or asking for help when needed is really important, because then you don't feel like everything is depending on you, and you can get through things a lot easier without feeling like you're being overloaded, in any situation. Number 9, practice the mindfulness. So stay present in the moment. Practice your mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It can help reduce your stress and increase your self-awareness. For me, this is really important. I consider myself very lucky that when I'm having one of those really stressful moments, I can kind of come out of my own body and see what's going on. And then when I ask myself some really good questions about where I am, what I'm doing, what's triggering me, those are really helpful to keeping my stress levels down and helping me reprioritize what I'm doing in the current moment in my life. And that kind of helps me to change the way that I'm communicating, change the way that I am behaving. It helps me to reorganize my thoughts and feelings so that I can be more productive in the moment and be more present in what's going on, rather than getting caught up in emotions, past emotions, looking towards the future as though it's going to be a problem, kind of catastrophizing things. So that's really important. Staying in the present moment, staying mindful, staying focused on what's going on internally so that you can have a better chance of not overreacting to the external, whatever's going on, if it's not in your control, and at least making you feel like you might be in more control of the situation. Because when we are overreactive, we have a hyper response to what's happening, it just adds to our feeling of being out of control. So having that self-awareness can reduce stress and increase our ability to cope with what's going on in our lives. And finally, number 10, seek professional help. So if stress has become overwhelming, you are having trouble trying to manage your life, you have all of these things on your plate, but you feel like you have no other choice than to be in them, talk to somebody who can help you prioritize things, help you balance your thoughts around things, help you consider that there are other options to what you're going through. Because when we feel stuck, we feel like there's no way to get out of what we're dealing with. And it's really important to know that those are just our coping skills and safety programs keeping us stuck where we are. But when we're able to get out of that, we see that those things that are creating that stress aren't really that stressful, they're not really that important, and they really help us. Professionals will really help us, guide us and support us and help us manage that stress more efficiently, more effectively. So I just want you to remember that managing stress is a personal journey. It does not look the same for anybody else, and it's going to take time for you to find what works best for you. So be patient with yourself, prioritize your self-care, talk to people who can help you get past that stuck emotion, that stuck feeling, that stuck belief that is keeping you where you are, because we're human. Life is supposed to be exciting. It's not supposed to feel daunting. It's supposed to be challenging. It's not supposed to be easy. I don't know where people get that idea that life is easy, but it's not. But our purpose here is to find ways to become resilient, to have fun through the challenges, to see the benefits in the challenges, and to move past them so that we can have a life that really feels like it's worth living. And I know a lot of people struggle with that. So if this has helped you, hit the like button, share it with somebody that you know that might be struggling right now and can't see a way out. I am a certified health coach. I'm also a life coach, and I am a conversational hypnosis instructor and practitioner, and I am looking forward to being able to help you if you found this information helpful and you're looking for that professional help from somebody who can get you past that stress and help you figure out how to manage your life a little bit better. Once again, my name is Regina Roberti. LifeTransformationSolutions.com is my website, and if I can help you in any way, I'm looking forward to it. Take care.